We are live and we are on your screen. For those of you who are watching us at home, welcome to Breaking Remote Content Barriers. My name is Ariel Nissenblatt and I'm joined by Zach Moreno and Rock Felder. Would you two like to introduce yourselves?
Yeah. Hey, everyone. I'm Zach, the co-founder and CEO of SquadCast, and really excited that you're all joining us today for this great presentation we have planned for you.
Yep, and I'm Rock Felder, the other co-founder and CFO of SquadCast, and thank you all so much for joining us here.
And we're going to get started in just a few moments, but while we wait for everybody to join us, I believe they just received a notification saying we're live. We want to hear from you in the chat, and I know a lot of you have already started, but where are you from? Shout out your hometown. We'll read some of these folks. We're so excited to be here today. This SquadCast is evolving constantly, and we are always looking for new ways to reach you. We've been loving Crowdcast over the past few months, and so we want to shout out some of the folks that are joining us today. So I see we've got people from Oaktown. That's you, Zach. What else? We've got people. Somebody is from Indianapolis, Indiana. Hello to Nancy.
What's up, Julian?
Kansas City.
Julian from.
I know Julian. Julian was the one who joined us on that
Clubhouse.
time that we did Instagram Live.
Yeah.
Studio Pod SF.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, Prince Kofi is from Ghana, Connecticut. Gotta love
Nice.
Connecticut.
All over Chicago, lots of California.
Mark from the UK, thank you for joining us. I know it's probably really late there. Yeah, it's gotta
Mark,
be late.
thank you for coming. I tagged you and you came. I love when people listen
Thank
to
you.
instructions. So Zach
Ghana
and Rock,
in the house. We got Ghana,
Zach-
West Africa.
Zach and Rock, how are you feeling? I know we're about to make a big announcement.
Super
Can't wait.
stoked. Yeah, super stoked. Been waiting a long time for this one in particular. It feels good to bring it to life. So share more details. Finally, I'm not the best person in the world at keeping secrets. So we talked a little bit about some of this, but we got a couple surprises up our sleeves. So we'll keep you in suspense for the next few minutes, but got a lot planned for today.
That's right, we do. So why don't we do this? We'll start in about a minute and a half. But before we do, we want to hear from the people in the chat. First of all, keep posting where you're from. Tucson, Arizona, it sounds miserable, 113 degrees. Though I do like a dry
Respect.
heat over a humid heat any day. To Fred. We want to hear from the people in the chat who are Squad Podders. Squad Pod is our user community. We meet on Slack. We have weekly webinars. We have weekly Clubhouse. We have weekly Clubhouse sessions and more fun learning opportunities. If you are a Squad Podder, let us know in the chat by putting your favorite emoji in there. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to give you some recognition. Kieran is saying,
Yeah, what's up,
woo,
Kieran?
go Squadcast, lots of love. Yeah, I attended your recent, if anybody doesn't know, Captivate is a podcast hosting site that recently they just recently released version 2, and I attended their live virtual session. So thank you for returning the favor, Kieran. Super nice.
Yes.
All right, how do you guys feel about getting started?
Let's go.
Feeling good?
Feeling good.
Feeling
Oh,
good,
yeah.
okay. Cool. Make sure you're following us on Instagram, everybody. If you're not already following us on Instagram, you have an opportunity to win a t-shirt. At the end of the hour, we're going to draw at random from our new followers, and we're going to choose 5 of you to win a SquadCast t-shirt. So Alex, who is in the chat, would you mind please putting our link to the SquadCast Instagram page? We're trying to grow our followers. You know, it's kind of no shame here. We're growing our followers. We're giving you a shirt. Just make sure you're following us on Instagram, and at the end of the hour, you'll be entered for a chance to win one of 5 t-shirts. So let's get that link up there, and I can do it in a second if you're not available right now. Reminder throughout this event to just keep on using that chat feature. Thank you, Alex, because we want this to be a very interactive, fun experience where we hear from you, you hear from us. It's a give and take. Thank you, Nancy. You are entered into the competition. Zach and Rock are going to answer questions on the go, and then also we'll dedicate some time at the end to getting your questions answered. Again, a reminder to the Squad Podders, we want to hear from you in the chat. Alex, if you want to drop the link for our application to join Squad Pod, that would be lovely. And let's see if we've got any Squad Podders here. We'd love to have you up on stage real quick to just tell us quickly what Squad Pod is about. And if not, we'll have Rock do the honors. We'll just wait a second to hear from anybody. Yeah. Thank you to Mark for following. Again, you got to get that shirt, you know? All right, Rock, what is Squad Pod?
Yeah, so Squad Pod is a community for, well, first off, any of my Squad Podders out there, like Ariel said, send an emoji, your favorite. So I see Alex got some waves in there. I sent a pineapple. So please, anyone that's a Squad Podder, excuse me, please leave an emoji of your choice. But Squad Pod is a community for SquadCast members, folks that are recording remotely. We know that it's really a place for remote creators to build connections with fellow community members. We understand that podcasting can be somewhat of a lonely game. It's very collaborative, but can be very lonely at times too. So we're trying to make it a little less lonely and help us all grow by learning from each other. So the events that we have for Squad Pod, we have a dedicated Slack channel. We have weekly member-led Clubhouse meetings. We also have podcast audits, which we call podits, which is like basically your podcast is on the hot seat and the community reviews and gives feedback on your podcast. I love that because I learn a lot from that one, whether it's even about my show or not. So we would love to hear from you, and please join us. And it's a thriving, growing community. I'm really excited about it. I really think, I'm really grateful for Ariel being she's putting on the lab coat and has tested all these different things. And I think we got something great with this Squad Pod community, but it's all because of you all. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you, Rock. Thank you for that amazing explanation. And thank you to Nancy for applying and for Michael too. So I think without further ado, I'm going to hand over the reins of this to Zach and Rock, who are going to make a big announcement about the future of SquadCast. So here we go. We are breaking remote content barriers.
Yeah, so I'll quickly summarize what we're going to cover today. So first, we're going to quickly touch on the past and the origin of SquadCast, and then we're going to cover what's going on now, like what's happening right now. So that's going to cover content, community, and product. And then finally, we'll give you the announcement you've been waiting for about how SquadCast is breaking remote content barriers with the next version of SquadCast that we call V4. So Zach, do you want to pull up the PowerPoint and then we'll get into it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, and we have a special guest. Forgot to say that.
That look good?
I could see it.
Cool.
Looks good to me. Now I'm just the voice with no face.
Cool. Just doing some window management on my end, but where do we start, Rock?
Yeah, let's quickly cover the past and the origin story of SquadCast. Just because we know we see a lot of familiar faces, but not everybody is. A lot of folks are new to SquadCast, so we just want to quickly cover on what we're all about and where we came from.
Yeah, totally. So our mission at SquadCast is rooted in collaboration and helping creators amplify that collaboration. And we do that in a number of ways, but we have this emphasis on, empowering meaningful conversations, and there can be sometimes barriers to those meaningful conversations, and that's really where today's announcement is focused on. So to back up for a second and just kind of share at the high level how we bring this mission to life is with our innovative technology, our platform, SquadCast.fm, where podcasters and content creators can connect from all over the world, over 130 countries. We're proud to serve creators connecting and recording content of the highest quality. That's all in service of an experience that your audience will love and love to listen to. A lot has been said about the intimacy of podcasting. And if you're not actively fostering the quality of the content, both in your topic of conversation, but also the actual quality of the audio and video that you're delivering to your audience, that's your relationship with them. That's how they're experiencing your message. And there's some interesting research on how your audience perceives the credibility of you and your guest message directly with the quality. So we're proud to serve creators with tools that really make that super easy to connect and record together, all in the service of this mission of amplifying collaboration. We've been at that for close to 5 years now, we're proud to say, and it's just amazing all of the content that people are creating on SquadCast. That is just an everyday activity for us. We use the platform ourselves for our podcast, Between Two Mics, for videos on our YouTube channel, you name it. So yeah, really proud of that work and what we've been able to achieve thus far. And that's kind of a look in the rearview mirror of how things have been up to this point. And we're excited to again remove some of those barriers with the announcements that we're about to share with you in a little bit here.
Can you go to the next slide?
Yeah. So where are we at now?
Ariel, do you mind muting?
Echo? Yeah. Thank you, Ariel.
Cool. Yeah. So I'm going to quickly cover what's happening now as it pertains to community, content, and product. So I already touched on the Squad Pod community. Excuse me for that mix up there. So I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Just please, if you're interested in connecting with other remote creators, it's a great place to continue collaborating and learning from folks. We would also love if you check out the SquadCast podcast, Between Two Mics. We believe that the best way to really stand out and separate yourselves from other shows in your category is by improving the quality of your show. And so we're actually walking that talk right now with really just improving the all around quality of our podcast, Between Two Mics. So improved branding, improved show structure, like all those things are
transcripts.
We're doing all the stuff that we should, all of us content creators should be doing. So would love for you to check that out. And additionally, since SquadCast now has video recording, you expect to see a lot more action happening with our YouTube channel. So we believe that, and this was actually on a most recent episode of our podcast, Between Two Mics, that we believe video is a huge opportunity to grow your podcast. So please check that out and look forward to producing more video content. And then finally, when it comes to product, you can always expect us to continue innovating, which we do primarily by listening to our customers and the community. So we're excited to share what's new, and you might see a feature that you were looking for or requested. So please just know that we're always listening. That's our job. So keep talking. That's what podcasters do great. And we're going to continue to listen. So without further ado, Zach, what's the special news on how SquadCast is breaking remote content barriers?
Yeah, let's advance. Too many windows. There we go. So yeah, we're excited to announce something that we've talked about in the past. We're excited to bring this full circle and share more details with you today. And to sum that up at the highest level, we're excited to bring a number of improvements to the SquadCast platform in collaboration with Dolby. Probably haven't been to the movies in the last 12 so months, but you're probably familiar with Dolby from that environment, and it's really awesome to be collaborating with Dolby to bring some of their audio magic and technology to podcasting, which is an awesome medium, different from film, different from music, has its own strengths, differences. Long form audio content creation is something that Dolby brings a lot of audio heritage to. And we're really excited about this this collaboration, and we're happy to break that down for you with some more details. So let's see here. What all are we announcing? We have this kind of a sensationalized, cryptic, worded title for the event. But breaking remote content barriers, and really this is summed up for us in, even if we can do it 1 or 2%, we're always working at SquadCast to make the conversation that you're having with your guest on our platform as close to real life as possible, right? And there are things about real life conversations that just aren't really part of even this experience that Rock and I are having right now on Crowdcast or Zoom or a phone call or any way that you have a conversation where you're not in the same room, that frankly kind of make it seem a little bit more distant than we would have in otherwise in a real life conversation. And that's really exciting to us, that we get to do things like spatialized audio in the conversation, but then also some superpowers like removing background noise and making it so that you can focus on the conversation at hand. So to break this down, Rock, you want to pick your favorite out of this list for me, and then I'll share some more details for the audience?
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, so I think I'm excited about all of those because I can think of particular customer or community interactions where folks have asked for all of these. So really excited for like Brian Barletta of the Sounds Profitable podcast, because he emailed us a couple weeks ago, like, when's screen share coming? and here it is, Brian. I think for me personally, the Dolby Voice is the one that I'm the most excited about because there's just so much in it, and it's going to make the experience just so much better, more immersive. It's got spatial audio, so you're going to hear like sound moving around you. It's got noise canceling. I see someone in the comments, the hello at Alina Warwick. It's going to help with the keep you connected. There's like just a lot of improvements on the connection overall too. This is
absolutely.
Yeah. So I think that just the Dolby Voice is it's hard to beat that one in my book. I think it's got the most to it, but all of those features I'm stoked about.
Yeah, so I agree with you, and I have a slide dedicated to that one. So we'll come back to this.
Apologies.
All good. All good. We have we'll come back to this as a point of reference, but just to give you a preview there. But to break down Dolby Voice and the noise canceling technology that it brings to SquadCast, does a number of things. Like, you're totally right about the advanced network resilience. So connectivity has been a challenge through the pandemic, with ISPs throttling people, everybody putting pressure on the network. We've had our challenges there, and have taken ownership with a recent email of those. And you're right, like this update isn't just about new features; it's about improving the overall experience on the platform. So that is something that is really important. So having a flowing dialogue, so you can stay connected and keep that conversation going for you to have these great conversations recorded. But to clarify here, Dolby Voice is something that is a setting in your upcoming SquadCast sessions where you can turn it on and off. So we'll just establish that up front. But if you have a fan on, or you are in an environment that isn't necessarily dialed in for a recording session, that's all good. You can turn Dolby Voice on and have dynamic audio leveling and immersive experience with spatial audio, as I mentioned. So if you're having a one-to-one conversation, may not be that noticeable, but once you add a third person and a fourth person to that conversation, you'll start to kind of have this soundscape around you. And that's a really interesting, unique experience that is, quite frankly, how conversations happen in real life, right? Like, if me and Rock were presenting in person, we would be standing next to each other, and you all might be sitting in some chairs in front of us, or you would hear that sound environment. And that is what we mean when we say closer to reality. And then, increased bandwidth optimization, so everybody can stay connected, and network resiliency. So we have new features like a proactive in green room. You can do an equipment and a network check that does a quick sound check that's, again, in private, so that recording isn't saved or uploaded anywhere. But you can get some confidence that, my mic and my video look good, my network connection is solid, and I'm confident to go ahead and click that join button. And then while you're in the conversation, we have new network indicators, so you can see everybody's connection strength while you're having that conversation. And just on and on with the stability that comes from this collaboration with Dolby. So Dolby Voice is for the conversation that you're experiencing in real life on SquadCast, but it's not the actual recordings. It's not impacting or lowering or raising the quality of the recordings. Those are still raw, source quality, local recordings that we're proud to deliver to everybody recording on SquadCast. Dolby Voice is an enhancement to the conversation that you're having in real time. So you can rest assured we're not like rocking the boat on the stability of our recording engines. That's something we're very confident about, and is something that you can also enhance. I'll bring that full circle. So this is for the conversation. I just want to make that distinction pretty clear. But you may see the second item that we have here is one of my favorites, is this one-click audio mastering. So let's say you had that conversation on SquadCast and it sounded great because you had Dolby Voice turned on, and then you record that conversation, but maybe your guest was in an environment where maybe they didn't have the best mic technique and they were kind of moving around a little bit and had some animated head movement. You want to do things that to speed you up and set you up for success when you go to produce that episode, to do things like loudness normalization, or background noise reduction on that audio that's been recorded, or desibilance. Some of these you can think of maybe as plugins if you're familiar with like Adobe Audition or Pro Tools or whatever your kind of audio editing environment of choice. You can speed up that process with one-click audio mastering. After you've recorded on SquadCast, you can just select, hey, I want this recording, that recording. Maybe you mix those together through our collaboration with Auphonic, and then you choose to master it, or vice versa. So you have that as an added benefit here, added new feature with our V4 update. So I've been talking a lot. You want to break down screen share and screen recording for us real quick, Rock? You brought that up with Brian Barletta, and is something that, in my opinion, has long been missed on the SquadCast platform, and it's exciting to not just bring screen share to the platform, but recording as well.
Yeah. One of those features that I don't think is like necessarily a game changer, but it certainly is helpful and beneficial, and something that we've been using ever since being able to use it here at SquadCast. So, and then just for some clarification, like you'll be able to use screen share on a audio recording plan, but if you want to record the video of the screen share, you'll have to be on a video recording plan. So that's the one distinction there, I would say.
Yeah, and it's just kind of fluid. Like if you're sharing your screen and then you click the record button, or maybe the other way around, you'll just get another video available in your list of recordings that is your screen instead of your camera. And you have all of those files available to you after you click stop, or when you stop sharing your screen. And there's some really creative things that people do with screen share, like Brian, that are really awesome. So we're excited to not just share screen, but also add the ability to record. And then the split screen cloud video. So our backup recordings, our cloud recordings on SquadCast have always been just like our primaries, right? Our local recordings, like separate and ISO tracks in audio and video. We found an opportunity there to also provide, in addition to those ISO tracks, combined like mixed video, split screen layout videos recorded from your conversation. Another distinction that I'll add here is that on SquadCast up till now, the backup recordings, those cloud recordings, they've been for the entire conversation. And unfortunately, we didn't have the ability to like start and stop those backup recordings. So that's an improvement to this V4 update as well, that your cloud recordings will match the timing of your primary recordings, and therefore that's easier to work with in post-production. So you'll have this came up in our preview. One benefit of the SquadPod community that Rock and Ariel mentioned is you get previews to upcoming features and developments on the platform.
How did I forget that? That's a big part. Yeah, our beta awesome. Community. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. So yesterday we gave a preview to the SquadPod community. One of the benefits, if you're not registered, jump in there. And for V5 and V6 and all the stuff we have coming, you'll get to see some of that beforehand. And one of the things that we shared there was, this the names of those backup recordings have been to date pretty confusing. And thanks to our engineering team, Anthony and Hannah and Gene, for taking this opportunity to make those file names. This isn't the most sexy feature, but easier to work with in post-production and find what you're looking for when it comes to your HD local recordings and your cloud recordings to have that post-production workflow really, really dialed in. I mentioned some of the other features, like the green room equipment and kind of pre-flight check is what we've been calling this as a shorthand. The network kind of temperature check that you can see across the board for everybody connected to your conversation. And just, I got to say, like, so much love and polish has gone into this V4 update. Lots of little improvements that add up to this amazing experience that, works great across. I saw a question come in about browser support. See you, Karen. Thanks for coming. It's late in the UK, so respect. Yeah, the polish across the app is just palpable. It's awesome, and really adds up to this unique experience of connecting, recording, collaborating with people all over the world. And a question came in about SquadCast supporting more than just the Chrome browser. SquadCast supports all browsers except Safari, and this is true for this update as well. And even I was testing the other night on my Android phone. That's something that SquadCast has been proud to support mobile on Android for a long time now. And we have a lot of other exciting updates that I'll keep you in suspense for now, coming in the coming months when it comes to more of a focus on mobile. But I just wanted to take the opportunity to also answer that question, and enhancements for mobile and different screen sizes and tablets and all of those things. So that's for you and your guest and everybody you're recording with. Any other features that you want to call out, Rock, with this update?
I think we covered almost all of them, if I'm not mistaken. But we do have a special guest waiting for us, so I want to make sure that that we bring them on board. Team, who's ever running the SquadCast crowdcast, can you please bring on our special guest here?
Yeah, we have Aaron joining us from Dolby, the VP of Developer Experience at Dolby.io. They've been a delight to collaborate with. Dolby, the whole team, has been very supportive of SquadCast and the whole podcast ecosystem. I saw that they're going to be at Podcast Movement at Nashville, so that's awesome. Let us know in the comments if you're planning on attending any events this year. But hey, what's up, Aaron?
Zach, Brock, thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for being here. We really appreciate it.
Oh, we're stoked to be here.
Well, tell us a little bit about this unique collaboration between SquadCast and Dolby.io.
Man, this V4 announcement is so exciting to us. We are elated to be helping SquadCast provide better audio quality to creators worldwide via our Dolby.io APIs. At Dolby, many of you guys know I've been reading the chat. We're obsessed with quality. We're obsessed with helping folks raise the bar for fidelity for all types of contents, which is why we provide developers like SquadCast the ability to analyze, enhance, improve their media, their audio in this case, at scale.
Yeah, thank you so much. We couldn't be more excited about it, as you can tell, and as well as our community. If you're looking at the chat here, it's lit up. Thanks, everyone.
Love it.
Yeah, it's been, as I said, a delight to collaborate with your team, and also it's worth noting that having talked to Stefan and Sripal and the team at Dolby. Our roadmaps are very aligned, so this is just the start of this collaboration, and I'm really excited what we can keep adding to the experience on SquadCast to, as you said, continue finding ways to enhance quality and fidelity across audio and video recording.
We love customers like you guys. I absolutely love the feedback that you've given to the team. I know the team's super grateful for it, so I'm elated and excited to see what we build together next.
It'd be great.
Cheers to that.
Well, thanks for joining us, Aaron. I know you found a way to squeeze us into your busy day, so we'll let you leave off stage, but thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to checking out the platform. Over the pandemic, I've listened to a ton of podcasts, so I'm going to go and poke around, see what other cool content I can listen to. Thank you, folks, for having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So I don't know if we have the ability to boot you, but I think you can press like there's an X if you hover over your.
Or I can just keep sitting here smiling awkwardly, right? That works too.
Oh no! You,
I'm kidding.
the crowd loves you.
Thank you, folks.
Thank you.
All right. I think we have a poll going as well as to the what aspects of this Dolby integration, this unique collaboration, do you see yourself using the most? Let us know in the poll. We have some options there, like spatial audio with Dolby Voice, noise canceling technology, screen share and recording, and one-click audio mastering. That could be a longer list, but I think that's a pretty good lap around all the work that's gone into this, and excited to bring that to life. So let us know. Thanks for voting. Keep it coming in, and we'll circle back on the results of that. You know, in the meantime, I think we want to recap so we can start getting to some questions. Is that right, Rock?
I thought we got one more thing to show them.
All right. Well, let's see. Yeah. So we touched on a lot of the features that are coming with SquadCast V4, and as podcasting has exploded and content creation, more and more people collaborating across podcasting, and quite frankly, our team growing, we found ways in this update to not just enhance the network connectivity, not just enhance the quality of the conversation with Dolby Voice, not just give you ways to do post-production mastering non-destructively, but also collaborate with more people in a SquadCast recording session. We're taking that up to 10. So now people have been able to record to date with up to 4 people, the host and 3 guests, and we're really stoked to announce that we found ways to bring that to life with 10 participants. So a lot of activity going on in the chat. Thanks for all the support, everyone. And this is a preview here. You can see what that'll look like. And we also have screen sharing and screen recording. So this layout isn't just new for more people. It'll also adapt when you're screen sharing or not, like in this picture. So what do you think about this part of the update, Rock?
Yeah, so for any of Spinal Tap fans out there, we tried to get it to 11. We couldn't. So it's
the layout would have been weirder.
yeah, 10 it is for now. No, I'm excited. It's been disappointing to have to understand that folks, even when they don't want to, they want to use SquadCast, but they have to resort to something else because their guests may need additional folks that need to be part of the conversation, and so that 4 participants total was a limitation. So I'm happy that we that's going away, that now you can have more people on session. I'm thinking of like our Dungeons and Dragons friends that we met at like Podfest that were asking us for stuff like this. So can't wait to let them know that it's finally here. And then we still got plans in the works to further build on making SquadCast a remote collaboration platform, like a virtual cloud studio. So we still got plenty of plans, but yeah, having 10 folks all recording at the same time is something we're really excited to share with you all today.
Yeah, Xander asked a really great question about, is everybody recorded individually? Absolutely. It's the same recording experience. Excuse me. So you have ISO tracks for audio and video in the same formats, the same quality standards. We're never lowering those standards, only finding ways to raise them. And this is one of those opportunities and one of those barriers that we're excited to remove is just helping more people connect and record together. Like, 10 is a lot of people. So obviously you can still have one-on-one conversations with intimacy. If you have bigger teams, you can record with up to 10 people. So that's the host and 9 guests. So this will also include, more email invites, things like that. So you can help connect and get everybody on the same page when you want to connect and record with each other. So you'll have those files available for everybody in the conversation, as well as screen share and screen recording as part of this update as well. So if you're recording with 10 people and you're sharing your screen, you'll get 11 recordings, and for as much as you want to record. So this is like something we're very excited to bring to life, and really, really proud of the work put into this by our engineering team, our design team, and Dolby for helping make this possible. Is when we talk about, enhanced network connectivity and resilience, connecting 10 people is a challenge, right? So we're not just finding ways to improve the experience for 4 people, but we feel that confident about it, where we can connect with up to 10 people to record together in the highest quality on SquadCast. So let us know your questions, your thoughts. We got some polls going on with. I guess we can check out the results there. Like, got a lot of Squadcasters in the mix today. Thanks everybody for joining us. And it looks like we got a clear winner with the noise canceling technology. So that's a big one. If anybody, I know Rock, you use like some sort of virtual microphone sometimes if you're in an environment where there's a lot of background noise.
I used to.
Yeah.
Once you go Dolby.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta have this other product. You gotta have this other virtual microphone software running. Who knows what kind of processing is happening to your vocals with that? That is just built into SquadCast now, where you have a toggle and a setting there. So, and as I said before, that's not going to impact or lower your recording quality at all. It's completely separate signal chain. So you have the real life conversation vibe with Dolby Voice in the conversation. But your recordings are of the same highest quality that we deliver to SquadCast customers, and then the ability to even improve those more with the enhanced, the one-click audio mastering feature. So thanks for voting and letting us know what you think. Noise canceling for the win.
And I could really use it right now, Zach, because my significant other has decided to make a smoothie.
I love smoothies. It's great timing. It's kind of hot here in Oakland today. So with that, I think we can start answering some questions. But I think we can anticipate probably the biggest question is when is this going to land? When is this update going to be available for everybody to record with a Dolby Voice conversation, with with the one-click audio mastering, with the network resilience, all of those things, 10 participants in a conversation, and we're stoked to say that we're pushing really hard to have this out ideally later this week. That's our goal internally, but definitely in the final phases, the home stretch here of testing to make sure it works with all sorts of equipment and cameras and microphones and everything people throw at it on SquadCast. We've put this update through more testing than any other ever. So we're just getting it across the finish line here, and yeah, like very soon, later this month. So we'll keep you in suspense for now, but we have lots of ways that we're communicating with the community on a firmer timeline here, and that is the best way is the SquadPod community. So we have a registration form that's floating around in the chat. Jump on that, and you'll be the first to know when this lands for you on SquadCast.
Awesome. So what do you say? We got about almost 20 questions, Zach. So how about I start?
Ooh.
We can go through those. But first, we did want to let folks know about the SquadPod community. So there's the registration form. Thank you for whoever sent the link from the SquadCast team. And then what was the other thing we wanted to call out? I'm sorry.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Track.
Contest. If you want to get a shirt, please enter the contest on Instagram. So I'll start with the first question from Rob. So thank you for the question, Rob. Rob is asking, how can I watch with a remote guest a video local with desktop audio or from Chrome, like YouTube, and maybe record it as well? Thank you.
Yeah. I think that's an easy question for us to answer. I get why you'd ask it though, because it's part of our announcement today, and that's the ability to share and record your screen on SquadCast. So there's ways to do that where you can choose the whole desktop, or you can choose, like right now, I'm sharing this case through Crowdcast. I'm sharing just one tab in Chrome, and if you do it that way, it'll actually bring the audio through as well. So that's something that you can definitely do to to see your desktop and watch things like YouTube and record it. Glad we had a good answer for you today. Thanks, Rob.
Yep. Okay, so I'll hide that one. Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, and I
so
already
the next
answered
one.
this second one,
Yep.
but happy to recap it again.
Yeah, so this one, just for anybody, it's asking if SquadCast works on any other browsers other than Chrome. So that's how SquadCast originally started, was Chrome only. However, SquadCast works on pretty much all major browsers except for Safari. So Microsoft Edge, Firefox, even some of the less common ones like Brave and what's the other one? It starts with an O, Zach. I can't remember the name right. Opera. Thank you. So yeah, it works on all those except for Safari. As soon as Safari makes updates to their WebKit, we're ready to go. We'll make a ton of noise that it's accessible on Safari. We know that's a bit of friction, but unfortunately it's out of our hands. Okay. So the next question but thank you for your question, Adam.
Yeah.
Brian has another question about, are you moving from podcast platform to live streaming platform like Ecamm Live? So we're big fans of Ecamm Live. We actually know some folks at the team over there, and what they're doing is really great. We did ask our community what they thought about adding live stream to SquadCast. It wasn't as popular as I honestly thought it would be. I thought more folks would want it. I'm seeing a lot of creators that I watch have part of their content workflow add like a live stream component, but basically polling our customer and community, it wasn't that big of they weren't very stoked about it. So we decided that we'll focus on other things that y'all want. So thank you again for your question, Brian. We'll move on to Rich. So this one is, does this mean that the pricing is going to increase? You want to take that one?
Absolutely. And Kim provided a great answer. I'll echo it.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Kim.
We're not changing our pricing in this update. This is designed to be a value add, depending on what plan you're on SquadCast right now, whether that's audio or video or Indie Pro or Studio. Features like Dolby Voice and network resilience. These are everyone features, right? Where screen sharing, everyone features. So value add right there. And we like our current pricing. So I don't think we're eager to change that. It seems like it's a balanced win-win and was informed through listening to the community and where people are at with any size show. So things like screen recording, that's video, so that's on a video plan. There's some nuance there, but we're going to make this super clear. But I think that the short answer is no change to our pricing. We'll just add value to the plans that are already available to you.
Hey, Zach, I got some people radioing in saying they want to see our faces enlarged. Can you stop the screen share?
Yeah, let's see.
You got to give the people what they want.
Yeah. So, okay. Next question from Lee. Thank you, Lee. This sounds great. I may not be able to attend, or I may need to leave early. Okay, cool. Will there be a recording available? Yes, absolutely. Not the quality that we know and love from SquadCast. Crowdcast is a live streaming platform, so it's recorded in the cloud. Not up to our quality standards, but cool to have available, and we'll definitely do that for you, both on the SquadCast.fm website, our YouTube channel, and I think at this link. If you come back to it after we wrap up, you'll be able to watch the replay.
Great. Michael had a question about, how do I turn off video recording while recording audio? Just want to record audio, but want to see my guest. So if you are on a video plan currently, there is no way to turn off the video recording. So if you only wanted to record audio, then I recommend subscribing to an audio plan. However, we are getting feedback from customers that they want the ability to, if they are subscribed to a video plan, that there are some times that they don't want to record the video. So no solid plans on when we would add some type of functionality like that, but it is something that we are aware of folks wanting. And like I said earlier, we're listening. So we'll figure out a way to work that in at some point. Yeah.
And for now, because we record audio and video separately, you can just use those audio files. And I think that's a great question. We're taking it in stride. Thanks for asking it.
Yep. Thank you, Michael. So we got RC, who was very active in the chat. Thank you, RC. Do those who are still on legacy pricing get access to the noise canceling and network improvements? The answer is yes.
Yes. Yeah, those are everyone features. So even if you're on like a grandfathered unlimited plan, like that's awesome, super valuable these days. And yeah, Dolby Voice, network resiliency, those things are definitely coming to all of our plans. So that's a great question, RC. Thank you.
I love Dave's comment. Please don't
Yeah.
tell our guests about the noise canceling so they don't rely on it.
Seriously. Yeah, and that's why we wanted to toggle
We'll do what we
there.
can.
So, yeah. We wanted that to be a setting. So so you can opt out of it if you want to hear the real life soundscape environment. That's totally cool. We also recommend doing sound checks and it's like sample recording. So like a 10-second, 30-second sample recording. So you can play back right in session without needing to reconnect or anything. So you can hear that actual sound if you're more on the production side of the house. That's totally cool. You have options there.
Awesome. And I see that Andy in the chat asked if SquadCast will allow for recording PowerPoint presentations. So with the screen share capability on a video recording plan, yes, you absolutely will, Andy. Going through some more questions here. So Michael followed up and he said, okay, I signed up for video audio. Like to keep it this way. Thanks. So you're welcome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then Rich has another question. Will you be adding a feature that allows more than 3 guests? Yes, that was the
10.
The Steve Jobs moment for Zach.
I think I did a terrible job compared to Steve Jobs.
Steve who? Steve who? Okay, so Xander from MycoConf, big fan of your work, Xander. So thanks for joining us. He said, "Wait, individual recordings of each of the 10?" Yes. These questions are fun.
In audio and video, recorded locally, same deal for the HD recordings and also cloud recordings, which are ISO and pre-combined for you. So options.
Yes. And I believe, Margot, we answered your question about grandfathering in to pricing. So that's a yes. Big Chad P, I believe if this is the Chad I'm thinking of, this is a squad potter. So thank you for joining us, Chad. Great question. How long before someone asks if you can support 12 or 15 guests now? Probably tomorrow.
Yeah. That's the fun of the work that we have the honor of doing. So yeah, I mean, pushing the boundaries, pushing the barriers. We feel like 10 is more than enough for most shows. I mean, 4 is enough for most shows, but I think like Rock said, if you want to have other people in the conversation, like an attorney or a PR person or an executive producer, that's awesome. Just invite them as a guest, and you can choose to use their recordings or not. They can mute themselves, all that good stuff. So yeah, I think 10 feels like a lot, but we'll see. To your point, Chad. Thank you.
Yeah, and just because this is related, RC has had another question about any plans for a producer role where someone can join but isn't like on mic or on camera. And that's exactly what I meant by saying like we're still working on ways to further enhance the collaboration and really make it that premium cloud studio experience. So we absolutely have plans to offer stuff like that on the production side. So folks that are not the talent, so to speak, can collaborate and not necessarily need to be on mic or on camera, but the same for the guests as well. So like Zach mentioned, if there's an attorney or a publicist or someone like that that doesn't want or need to be on mic, on camera, we're working on ways to offer that pretty soon here. Another great question from Fred, just because it's something we commonly see with folks that are new to podcasting. Fred says, new to SquadCast, is SquadCast a podcast hosting platform primarily? The answer is no. So there's plenty of great companies doing great work in the podcast host space. One of them, Kieran, works for Captivate, but there's really a lot of good people working on good products in that space. So we're solely focused on the podcast recording, specifically when it comes to recording remotely. So if you and another person want to have a chat, you want to record it, you want it in the highest sound and or video quality possible, SquadCast is that cloud studio for you to connect and record, and we handle all of the tech when it comes to that, so you can focus on having a great conversation.
Yeah, this word hosting in podcasting has many meanings and is kind of nebulous. So we help you host those conversations, whereas your episodes would be hosted by awesome platforms like Captivate or Buzzsprout or Simplecast, Libsyn. Yeah, really great companies to take a look at there.
So Margot has a pretty interesting question, and thank you everyone who's jumped in on answering these questions. I see Kim, Xander, Anthony. So thank you all for jumping in there and helping us out. But this question from Margot is: when we use the one-click editing, or I think it's mastering, does it pull together all 10 convos, leaving you with one combined track?
So we have the ability to mix audio through collaboration with Auphonic, which is a service you may or may not have heard of, but done really great work in the audio space as well for serving podcasters. So you can mix your audio together and then master it through Dolby. So, these terms mix and master often get thrown around in like music, stuff like that. But absolutely, you can mix to combine those ISO tracks into one, and then you have a new file that you can then choose one-click mastering with Dolby, and you'll get another version of that has the loudness normalization and desibilance and a lot of the other things. And when you go to do that in the app, we'll have more details for you about what exactly it's going to do to your audio. And it's important to note this is non-destructive. We're not like changing the file you recorded or mixed on SquadCast. We're just giving you another version of that same file. So you have both the original OG file and the improved enhanced Dolby file. So options there, whatever way you want to go between mixing and mastering, it's up to you.
So Fred has a follow-up question. How can I best use the recording of my podcast? Where can I deliver or sell?
Delivery, best places to do that are Apple Podcasts and Spotify by the numbers. Sell, also the same answers. They're now opening up subscriptions, so you can have both an open public feed or a subscription feed for your audience to subscribe to premium content. Also, Patreon is a fantastic way that has been around for a long time, and a lot of podcasters have gone pro, quite frankly, by the support of their community. So just want to give you a super high level answer to that question. Those are deep topics. But really, really appreciate your question. And I think we also have some content on squadcast.fm about those things on our podcast and on our blog. Check that out.
Yep. Another question in the Q&A tab we got from Mara. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Is it best to do it individually and then mix? So this is we polled our customers on what they like the most about SquadCast. This was, of course, before V4, so we'll probably need to redo that. But the thing about SquadCast is we locally record everybody individually, automatically save it to the cloud. We call it progressive upload, and then it's downloadable in separate or ISO tracks as default. Most of our customers have some type of post-production process. You don't have to, but it's pretty recommended that you have some type of post-production. So you can take those separate or ISO tracks, put them into editing software and edit them independently, and then combined before you finally publish that final podcast episode. So
yeah, and you can do some of that on SquadCast now, like mixing and mastering, and that's all designed to save you time in your post-production workflow. So you have options there. I think, hope I'm pronouncing it right. Tarek, great question about GDPR. Compliance is not a very sexy topic, but is super important. And our security posture is well documented. If you go to squadcast.fm, you can scroll down. There's a policy for how we respect GDPR and the right to be forgotten. And we're big advocates of an open internet ecosystem at SquadCast. So happy to answer more specific questions if you want to email security at squadcast.fm or me, Zach, at squadcast.fm. Long story short, we're totally in compliance. You can be forgotten on SquadCast if you like, or you can keep everything safe and sound in the cloud and keep on recording for your show. Options there.
All right. Well, we went through all of the 20 questions. Looks like the chat got all answered. Yeah. Thank you for the question. Ariel, do you want to come up on stage? Are we doing the announcement or announcing the winner rather?
We're right on time. Thanks for the
privacy.
question. Oh, privacy. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Let us know questions deeper there. And we have a open security posture profile if you want to check all that out too.
Cool.
Yeah, I think Ariel might have needed to jet early, she mentioned. So we can announce the winner on email and social. But if you're not already in that contest, we're doing a giveaway of some merch, some swag, couple different items, and how you get entered in there is by going over to our Instagram, which there's a link in the chat somewhere. Thank you, thank you, Alex. And you can connect there and get entered into that contest, and we'll follow up with the winner. So I think with that, unless there's any further questions that people have, we're really stoked to get this update across the finish line. Like I said, definitely this month. We're working hard to get it out at the soonest this week. So just want to make sure that we're upholding our reputation of reliability and highest quality recording across all devices, all browsers, all equipment, all that stuff for everybody to have a great experience recording together. So really, again, appreciate everybody's time and joining us today. If I saw some people jumping in at the halfway point, maybe you missed some of the stuff. That's all good. This has been recorded and it'll be available as soon as we wrap up. And we'll follow up over email and social if you connect with us on Instagram for the winners of the contest. So good. You want to call it here, Rock?
I think that's fiend. Thank you everyone so much. We really appreciate it.